Greetings, diners, and welcome to a special edition of The Cooking Zone here on the Doomstead Diner. And Ari here, the crippled cook of Collapse, has been working on a secret project, which is to develop a food sharing and gifting program, a potlatch program here in the Matanuska Valley. And to facilitate that, given my condition, I am adapting some of my devices that I have for mobility. And one of them, you see in front of me, it is a Curry 1000 watt direct drive scooter, which I picked up a few years ago. And I actually got it before I became injured, but it was just for fun then, you know. But it's become indispensable to me over the years, and very reliable too. Great piece of equipment. Very simple and very efficient in terms of its use of electricity, kind of speed it'll develop, and so forth and so on. 1000 watts on a vehicle of this type is a lot of watts. You know, the typical cripple carts that you see, people drive around in little four-wheeler jobs. I have one of those too. Actually, I have a three-wheeler. They run 350 to maybe 500 watts usually. You can get bigger ones, but the usual ones are in that range. So, in order to take my potlatch program out on the road, I needed a method to pull around all my gear, my cooking gear, the food that I'm going to be cooking up, and so forth. So there's not room on the bike to fit it. So I am in the process of building a trailer. Now, the version you see here, I would call like less than version 1.0. I put it together out of a furniture dolly off the rack at Walmart for $20, and a cooler, and then I'm using bicycle cable, locking cable as my towing cable, and on the bottom I screwed in some eye bolts to hook it all up. And when I actually do cruise it here for you, you will note some reasons why this is version 1.0, and there's going to be quite a few changes before I get it fully operational. But I will go ahead and demonstrate it for you and see how it's going to work, right? Okay, here we go. Let's hope I don't crash, right? Made it. Okay, I hate when I forget to pick up the kickstand. Get that nice little jolt. Okay. All right, now you can see or hear, I'm sure, the deficiencies of this device, uh, which is the kind of casters that it's got on there are screaming loud. And they're not really designed to go over pavement. They're designed to go over the carpeting in your house when you move a heavy piece of furniture. So I'm going to be replacing that and changing this whole dolly system. But this was a very cheap test to do. And in terms of what I'm going to do before I actually improve on the whole dolly setup is start stacking some weight into the cooler, and then I've got other stuff. I've got grill and paper goods and stuff to package the food in, and then what do you call it? Sauces and just food cooking apparatus, right? And supplies, all the utensils you need. So I have to determine just how much weight this thing will pull, and not just on flat ground, because it's all flat and not all flat around here. Alaska is a mountainous place, and even here in the valley, it's hilly. So I got to see how much weight it'll pull, and then what its range will be with the load on. Okay. Now, unloaded with my weight, which is extremely light since I lost a lot of weight when I got sick, it has about a 12-mile range. That's with one bat on one charge. But I do have two bats. So in theory, I've got 25 miles on it, but I would never be doing that much in one shot. 5-mile circuit probably would be about the max that I would do. Go into Palmer Central or Wasilla Central and hit a couple of different spots and give away the food, right? Or sell it at highly reduced prices, affordable prices for people who can't afford the price that they charge even for a fast food meal in McDonald's these days. Okay, you get a burger, fries, and a Coke, and that's like $7 or $8. I can put together a gourmet meal for $5 or less. So that is my intention here. I already do the meal preps on the Cooking Zone. You watch them. So I have to find a way to dispose of the food, because I can't eat it all. Wish me luck in this adventure. I will keep you updated as we make improvements to the trailer setup. I also will probably improve on my tow vehicle. I'm looking at some other units that are even more powerful than this. And tricycles, not trikes, not two-wheelers, because they're more comfortable and they self-balance and all the rest, they're just a lot less pain in the ass. I can still drive this, but, get stuffer by the day. So, anyway, that's all to do. This time until next time, here from the last great frontier of Alaska. Hasta la pasta.